Hello and welcome to the Wealthy Trades market forecast for April 6th, 2015. This is going to be the daily and the weekly market forecast. I'm posting this video a little late. I apologize. I've been in the hospital with my son, my 11-year-old son. He has appendicitis, so thoughts and prayers, my thoughts and prayers, and it'd be nice if your thoughts and prayers go out to my son. But he'll be okay. He's going to be going into surgery. Anyway, posting this a little late. Let's get rolling. I'm going to go through this pretty quick. But here's the game plan, or here's what you should have been looking to do this morning. We are in a downtrend, but the quality's not all that great. So what we want to do is we want to look to short, okay? But we also want to pair that with a long position. But let's look for the best shorting position for today first, all right? The XLK, the technology sector, is the best sector to short in today, okay? Because in this downtrend, it's got the highest quality. Even though its quality isn't that great, it still has the highest quality. So I'm going to take the XLK and the 8 best stocks in the XLK for today over into my portfolio, and we're going to find the best shorting opportunity, all right, within the XLK, and then we're going to pair that with the best long opportunity in a minute. And again, I'm going to go through this fairly quick, but those that watch, and this is why you got to watch every day, I'm going to do it up my pair down technique. And so you should learn how to do this and start doing this on a daily basis. I look at the levels to win profit after I pull over the stocks into my portfolio. I then go to my portfolio. I click the center tab. And I click on each one of them, and I want to see the levels to win profit. All right? I want to see it make money on both sides. For example, like Google. Makes money, makes money. ADP makes money on the trend side. So what that tells me is when it hits the downside level, all right, it's daily level, and its daily level is 85.33. When it hits that level, it typically continues to go in the direction of the trend. But when it hits the counter trend level, which is 86.51, it has a tendency of closing above that level. I know that because it loses money. So I'm going to eliminate any stock that loses money, all right, on one of the sides. So I'm going to eliminate that one. There's a couple others here that I'm going to pare it down to. Apple, gone, and Adobe is gone. All right, so there we go. We got it paired down to these ones. Now the way I'm going to pare this down into the best opportunities is one way you could do it is you could just say, okay, well, what we know about all these is they make levels to win profit. It's profitable on both sides. I could say, okay, well, what I want to see is I want to see the hit rate. We know that these all have high hit rates. I want to see the levels on levels. So how often does it close beyond that in the direction of the trend? I want to see that at least 50% or higher of the HPP. So for Paychex, you can see that it hits the level 55.8% of the time, but it only closes below it 23% of the time. So therefore, it's not 50%. So I can eliminate that one. NVDA, this is a good example. 53.8, it hits it and it closes above it, or I'm sorry, below that level because it's in a downtrend 30. So that one meets my requirements. And then I want to see less than 50 here. So NVDA is good. Google is great. This one, I'm going to eliminate this one because 50% here, but not less than 50% on the counter trend side. So I'm going to eliminate XRX. That one's good. I'm also going to eliminate the XLK itself because more than 50% are here. But this is also this. We want this under 50% and it's over. So therefore, I'm going to eliminate that. All right. So now I got it pared down to these three. The easiest way to do it is to pick the one with the highest hit rate, but I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to compare how often it closes below its trend side level and how often it closes above its counter trend level. So let's compare Nvidia. All right, it closes below that level 30% of the time, which I want to see high, and above this level 5% of the time, which I want to see that number low. Well, compare that to Google, 40 and 7. I automatically could tell you Google is the best shorting opportunity today because it has the highest probability of closing beyond its trend side, which is good. That means it's got the highest probability of continuing to sell off and make money, and it doesn't close above its counter trend level all that often either. So this is almost a coin flip. They're both really, really good, Nvidia and Google. I'm going to say short Google all day long at the open. If it hits 536.88, short some more because it has a tendency to continue to sell off. If it hits 550 or 545.74, short there because it has a tendency to sell off from that level. Short at the open, hold it all day long, close it at the end of the day. But we want to pair this using the same technique with a long position within the XLE or within the best sector. And we know the XLE is the best sector in an uptrend because these are all the 4 sectors in an uptrend, and it's got the highest quality. So I'm going to bring that over and all the stocks in the XLE over, and we're going to find the best opportunity to pair our short in Google. We're going to pair that with a long position, all right, in a stock in the XLE. So I'm going to use my same pair down technique. I'm going to eliminate anything that doesn't make money on both sides, right? Going through this kind of quick, but all right, so they all make money. So now we want to see more than 50, less than 50. Here we go. Here's one we can eliminate because it's not more than 50. More than 50, less than 50, more than 50, less than 50. A lot of these are really good. Okay, so all of those are really good. So how do we come up with a conclusion? Well, again, we can look at how often it closes above the trend side compared to how often it closes below the counter trend side. So let's look at QEP compared to CVX. CVX 30 and 13. QEP, it's almost XLE. It's almost a coin flip. But I'm going to go with CVX is better because it hits the trend side 55% of the time compared to 44 in the XLE. So I'm going to go with CVX. Now let's compare CVX to HAL. 30 and 13 and 46 and 3. This is obvious. HAL's obviously better because it hits the trend side much more often. And so HAL is obviously better than CVX. And it's better than HP. Okay, here's a really close one. 46.2. 46.2 closes below this level, 7.7. Very close. HAL is slightly better than NOV, but very, very close. HAL's better than QEP. Better than Schlumberger. And better than... Here's our plan for today. We are going to short Google at the open. We're going to add to the position if it hits 536.88. Add there. Add to the short position if it hits 545.74. You want to add there. Go long HAL, HAL at the open. If it hits 44.44, add to the position there because it typically continues to go. And if it hits 43.50, add to the position there because it continues to go. Go long HAL, short Google, close both the positions at the end of the day. That is the game plan for today. Now let's talk about the week. All right, for this week, we're rolling in, and the quality gauge is slightly above 50%. So we are going to be comfortable to go long the best sector. The best sector this week is the consumer staples. So I'm going to bring all the consumer staple stocks over into my portfolio, and I'm going to find the best stock to go long in the consumer staples sector because we can feel free to go long without pairing it because we are in an uptrend. So I'm going to use my same pair down technique. If it doesn't make money on both sides, when I'm clicked on the weekly basis, then I'm going to eliminate it. Like RI or AI, it has a high hit rate, but it doesn't make money on both sides, so I'm going to eliminate it. PEP makes money, good. MO, going to eliminate. KR, good. KO, going to eliminate. Guess, going to eliminate. Okay, so now it comes down to XLP. It's got to be more than 50, less than 50. It's not less than 50 on the counter trend side, so I'm going to eliminate XLP. CVS, more than 50, less than 50. That one's good. DPS, more than 50, not less than 50 on the counter trend side. I'm going to eliminate that one. KR, more than 50, less than 50. And PEP, more than 50, less than 50. All three of these are good. Now, how do we find the best ones? Well, I'm going to look at the levels on levels close rate. I want a high close rate on levels on the trend side and a low level levels on the counter trend side. So 34 and 15, 44 and 9. KR is obviously better. Well, let's look at KR. So 44 and 9 compared to 30. KR is the best stock for this week to go long all week. Buy at the open. If it hits 78.32, buy more because it has this tendency of going higher and closing higher. If it hits 75.94, buy more because it has a tendency of closing higher, and close KR at the end of the week. That is the game plan for this week. And today we want to go long Halliburton at the open and short Google, close at the end of the day. For this week, we want to go long KR and hold it all week long. Feel free to add it at those levels to win areas. You don't need to pair it with anything because the quality is good. And that is the game plan. And for the month, you should be long in the XLV. And the best stock to be long in the XLV is CAH. You should have been long in the XLV in the healthcare sector, and the best stock within the healthcare sector to be long for this week was this month was CAH. So that is the game plan. Let me know if you have any questions. You can email us at info@wealthytrades.com. Continue to listen on YouTube, podcast. Make sure you subscribe. Do not let your subscription run out your free trial. Tell your family, friends, everybody, because everybody needs to understand this information. Learn how to trade with the trend and the probabilities and put them in your favor so you can outperform the market. Sign up now. The first 1,000 members, okay, the first 1,000 people who sign up get a discounted rate of $74 a month, or a substantially discounted rate if you sign up for our annual subscription. I highly recommend signing up as fast as you possibly can. We're getting a lot of volume signing up, and you need to take advantage of this offer right now. So thank you for your time, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Let's make it a great day.